Tonight, as the noise of the day softens and the sky opens itself like a quiet sanctuary above me, I come before you, God, with a heart that is awake and waiting. I come not because I have all the right words, but because I am hungry for your word, thirsty for your nearness, longing for the sound of your voice speaking peace into the deep places of my soul. Under these stars, scattered like gentle reminders of your faithfulness, I slow my breathing and let my thoughts settle, knowing that this moment is held by you. I thank you for this night. I thank you for the way darkness is not empty but full of rest, full of mystery, full of your presence. As I look upward, I remember how you once invited Abraham to lift his eyes to the heavens and count the stars, saying that his descendants would be just as numerous as written in Genesis 15, verse 5. In that moment long ago, you were not just speaking about numbers. You were speaking about promise, about hope that stretches farther than human sight. Tonight, I receive that same invitation. I lift my eyes beyond my worries, beyond my limitations, and I choose to trust that you are still a God who keeps promises. Lord, I bring you my gratitude, not as a polished offering, but as a sincere one. Thank you for carrying me through this day. The moments I understood and the ones that confused me, the joys that lifted my spirit and the burdens that pressed heavily on my heart. Thank you for every breath that sustained me, every quiet protection I may never fully see, every small mercy that held me together when I felt fragile. Even now, as I prepare to rest, I recognize that it is you who has been my refuge from morning until night. I confess that my mind often resists rest. Thoughts replay themselves, concerns knock at the door of my peace, and fears sometimes whisper louder than faith. Yet tonight, under this vast sky, I choose to lay these thoughts down. I remember the truth spoken in Psalm 4:8, where it says that in peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. That promise is not fragile. It does not depend on perfect circumstances. It rests on who you are, faithful, watchful, unchanging. So I release my grip on control and allow your peace to cover me like a blanket. God, speak to me as I rest. My soul longs not just for sleep, but for communion with you. Let this night be more than physical restoration. Let it be spiritual renewal. As the stars remain steady in the sky, remind me that you are steady too. When my emotions shift and my confidence wavers, you remain constant. When I do not know what tomorrow holds, you already stand in it, preparing grace ahead of me. I bring before you the hidden places of my heart, the ones I rarely speak about, the ones that ache quietly. You know them all. You know where I am tired of being strong, where disappointment has tried to take root, where hope feels thin. I ask you now to enter those places gently, not with force, but with compassion, not with judgment, but with truth. Let your word move within me like a healing river, washing away what no longer belongs and restoring what has been broken. As I lie here, I think of how the heavens declare your glory and the sky proclaims the work of your hands, just as Psalm 19:1 says. Creation itself is constantly speaking, constantly testifying to your greatness. If the stars can remain obedient to their courses, if the night can arrive right on time, then surely my life, with all its questions, is not beyond your order or care. Help me to trust that you are arranging even the unseen details for good. Lord, teach me to rest without fear. Teach me to sleep without anxiety. Teach me to surrender not only my body, but my plans, my expectations, my need to understand everything right now. I place tomorrow into your hands. The conversations I will have, the decisions I will face, the challenges I cannot yet predict, I release them to you. I do not need to solve them tonight. I need only to trust you. I pray for my heart to be softened by gratitude. Let me wake with a spirit that remembers your goodness more quickly than it remembers worry. Let thankfulness become my reflex, even when life feels uncertain. And if I wake in the night, let my first instinct be to turn my thoughts toward you rather than toward fear. Let your presence be the place my mind returns to again and again. Under these stars, I am reminded of how small I am and how deeply loved. The vastness above me does not make me feel insignificant. It makes me feel held. You, who placed every star in its place, also know my name. You see me fully, and yet you invite me to rest. That truth humbles me and comforts me at the same time. So now, God, as this first part of the night unfolds, I quiet my soul before you. I welcome your peace, not as a feeling I must force, but as a gift I receive. Stay near to me as I drift into rest. Speak through silence if you choose. Guard my sleep, renew my strength, and let this night under the stars be the beginning of deeper trust, deeper gratitude, and deeper awareness of your divine peace. As the night deepens and the stars seem to shine with a quieter intensity, I remain here with you, God, continuing this prayer not because it must be finished, but because my heart is still listening. There is something sacred about these hours when the world rests and distractions loosen their grip. In this stillness, I sense that you are near, not rushed, not distant, but attentive. I let my soul lean into that truth now. I thank you for being a God who does not sleep, even as I prepare to. While my body grows heavy and my thoughts slow, your awareness remains full and complete. Scripture reminds me of this in Psalm 121:4, where it says that he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. That truth steadies me. I am not left unattended in the dark. I am not vulnerable without care. You are watching, guarding, surrounding me with a presence that does not grow tired. Lord, I bring before you the weight I carry from relationships, the words spoken today, the words left unsaid, the misunderstandings that linger. Some of them sit quietly in my chest, unresolved. I ask you to hold them for me tonight. Where there is tension, sow peace. Where there is hurt, bring healing. Where forgiveness feels difficult, soften my heart gently, patiently. I do not want to carry bitterness into my rest. I want to lie down free, unburdened, trusting that you are at work even while I sleep. I think about how often you met people in quiet moments, how you spoke to Samuel in the stillness of the night, how you walked with Adam in the cool of the day. You are not only a God of grand displays, you are a God of whispers. So tonight, I quiet myself enough to hear you. If you have something to reveal, let my spirit be attentive. If you choose silence, let me trust that silence is also a form of care. As I breathe slowly, I become aware of how deeply my soul longs for assurance. Not just that things will work out, but that I am held, known, and loved exactly as I am. I remember the words of Jesus in Matthew 11:2008, where he invites the weary and burdened to come to him and promises rest for their souls. That invitation still stands. It reaches even into this bedroom, under this sky, into this very moment. I accept it again tonight. I come to you with my weariness, and I receive the rest you offer. God, there are dreams in my heart, some clear, some barely formed. There are hopes I have spoken aloud and others I have kept hidden, afraid of disappointment. Tonight, I place them all into your hands, not with desperation, but with trust. Shape them according to your wisdom. If some are meant to grow, nourish them. If some are meant to fade, give me peace in releasing them. I trust that you see the full picture while I only see fragments. I also bring you my fears, especially the quiet ones that surface at night. the fear of not being enough, the fear of losing what I love, the fear of the unknown future. I do not try to deny them. Instead, I lay them before you. Your word tells me in Isaiah 41:10 not to fear because you are with me, not to be dismayed because you are my God. You promise strength, help, and support with your righteous hand. Let that promise sink deeper than my fear. Let it speak louder than my anxious thoughts. As the stars continue their silent testimony, I am reminded that time moves differently with you. What feels delayed to me is not forgotten by you. What feels broken to me is not beyond your repair. Teach me patience, not passive waiting, but active trust. Help me to rest tonight without rehearsing tomorrow's worries. Tomorrow will have its own grace. Tonight is for peace. Lord, bless my mind as I sleep. Protect it from restless thoughts and troubling dreams. If my subconscious brings old memories or unresolved emotions to the surface, meet me there with your light. Let even my dreams be touched by your presence, shaped by hope rather than fear. And if I wake during the night, let me feel your nearness immediately, like a quiet assurance that I am not alone. I thank you for the gift of breath, steady and rhythmic, a reminder that life continues even when I am unaware of it. Each breath is a quiet miracle, sustained by you. Each heartbeat is a testimony of your faithfulness. I do not take these things for granted tonight. Gratitude rises in me not because everything is perfect, but because you are good. Under this vast sky, I am aware again of how small my worries truly are compared to your greatness. Yet you never dismiss them. You invite me to cast my cares on you, as written in 1 Peter 5:7, because you care for me. That truth feels deeply personal tonight. You care, not in theory, not from a distance, but actively, attentively, lovingly. So I continue to rest my heart in you. I loosen my grip on the day that has passed. I stop replaying conversations, stop second-guessing choices, stop striving for answers that will come in their own time. I choose trust instead. I choose surrender. I choose peace. Remain with me, God, as the night moves forward. Let your presence be the atmosphere of my rest. Let your peace guard my heart and mind. And as the stars hold their place in the heavens, hold me too, secure, loved, and deeply at rest in you. As the night grows deeper and the quiet stretches around me like a gentle cloak, I continue to lift my heart toward you, Lord. Each star above feels like a silent witness to your greatness and my smallness. Yet in that smallness, I feel embraced by your care. I know that you are not distant, watching from afar, but intimately close, knowing every thought, every longing, every whisper of my soul. I rest in that nearness tonight. I thank you for the gift of life, not merely for the hours I walk or talk or act, but for the quiet moments like this, when my soul can breathe, when I can feel the rhythm of your presence. Even when I am unaware, you are shaping me, teaching me, drawing me closer. The world may rush forward, but here, under this night sky, time seems to slow, and I feel the patience of your heart. I am reminded of your words in Lamentations 3:22-23, which tell me that your steadfast love never ceases, and your mercies are new every morning. If mercy is new every morning, it is also present every night, covering my rest, my fears, my unspoken prayers. Lord, I lift before you my worries about the days ahead. The uncertainties of tomorrow often press on me, yet I remember your faithfulness in the past. You have been my guide, my protector, my comforter, and my strength, even when I did not recognize it. Teach me to trust you with the hours to come, to place my plans and my fears in your hands, and to accept that your timing is perfect, even when it differs from my own. Let your peace become my anchor tonight, steadying me in ways that I cannot provide for myself. I bring before you the parts of my heart that ache quietly, the sorrows I carry silently. Some are old wounds, some are fresh pains, some are hidden from everyone but you. Lord, you see them all. You know every tear, every unspoken longing, every pang of disappointment or regret. I ask that you touch these places tonight. Bring healing where there is hurt. Bring clarity where there is confusion. Bring hope where there is despair. Let your word, your living truth, flow into these spaces, renewing them, shaping them, and reminding me that nothing is too broken for you to redeem. Tonight, I also ask for a heart of gratitude. Gratitude, not only for the blessings that are obvious, but for the unseen moments where your hand guided me, protected me, and sustained me. Let thankfulness rise in me even when life is hard, even when my emotions feel heavy. Help me to remember that every breath is a gift, every heartbeat a miracle, and every experience, even difficult ones, an opportunity to draw closer to you. Let me awake with a spirit attuned to your goodness, ready to recognize your presence in all things. As I lie here, I reflect on the wonder of creation. The stars above, constant in their course, remind me of your unchanging nature. The rhythm of the night, the gentle whisper of the wind, the quiet movements of the world, all testify to your glory. Psalm 8:3-4 comes to mind. When I consider your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars, which you have set in place, what is mankind that you are mindful of them? Human beings that you care for them? And yet, despite our smallness, you care. You know my name. You know the deepest parts of my soul. You are mindful of me. That thought fills me with awe and gratitude, and it quiets the restlessness within. Lord, I ask that you teach me to rest in you fully, not just to close my eyes and drift into sleep, but to truly surrender my heart, my mind, and my spirit into your care. Let sleep be not merely a physical act, but a spiritual one, a time where my soul aligns with your peace, where my spirit receives restoration, where my fears are held gently by your love. May the dreams you allow me to have tonight be touched by your grace, filled with your presence, and aligned with your truth. I pray for clarity of heart and mind. Clear away distractions, anxieties, and overthinking. Replace them with calm assurance, confidence in your guidance, and a deep sense of your nearness. Let your word be the lamp that illuminates my night, and the light that guides me through any darkness. Let your spirit whisper wisdom and encouragement, so that I may wake renewed, not just in body, but in faith and understanding. Lord, I bring you my hopes and desires, my plans and ambitions. Some are whispered dreams, some are pressing needs. I place them all into your hands tonight. Guide them according to your will. Shape them in ways I cannot foresee. If something is meant to grow, nurture it. If something is meant to fade, grant me the grace to release it without despair. Remind me that your ways are higher than mine, and your timing is perfect. Finally, God, I ask that you remain with me throughout this night. Guard my sleep, protect my heart, calm my mind, and fill my soul with your peace. Let the quiet of the night be filled with your presence, a gentle reassurance that I am not alone, that I am known, and that I am deeply loved. May your peace surround me, your love sustain me, and your word dwell in me richly. Tonight, I rest in you. I trust in your faithfulness. I surrender my worries, my heart, and my dreams into your care. And as the stars continue their silent watch, I know that I too am held, secure, cherished, and safe in your eternal love. The night continues to unfold, and I remain here with you, God, allowing this prayer to flow as naturally as breathing. There is no rush, no pressure to arrive anywhere else. In this sacred stillness, I feel invited to simply be, to exist in your presence without explanation or performance. The stars above seem unchanging, yet I know the universe is always moving under your command. That thought comforts me. Even when I am still, you are at work. Lord, I bring you my identity, the way I see myself, and the way I fear others may see me. I confess that I sometimes measure my worth by my productivity, my success, or the approval of people. Tonight, I want to lay those measures down. I want to remember that my value was never something I had to earn. It was spoken into existence by you. Long before I proved anything, you called me yours. Let that truth sink deeper than every insecurity that tries to define me. I think about how often you withdrew to quiet places, how even Jesus stepped away from the crowds to pray in solitude. You understood the need for silence, for communion away from noise. So tonight, I follow that example. I step away from the expectations of the world and rest in the truth of who you are. I let the layers of the day fall away, one by one, until all that remains is my soul before you, honest, open, and unguarded. God, I ask you to heal the places in me shaped by comparison. Comparison steals joy and clouds gratitude, and I no longer want it to have power over my heart. Teach me to see my journey as unique, guided by your hand, unfolding according to your wisdom. Your word reminds me in Psalm 39:14 that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. That truth is not generic, it is deeply personal. You formed me intentionally, with care and purpose. Help me to rest in that tonight. As the hours pass, I become aware of how much I long for reassurance, not just about outcomes, but about direction. I want to know that my steps are aligned with your will, that I am walking the path you have prepared. And even when clarity feels distant, I trust that you are guiding me moment by moment. Proverbs 3:5-6 comes to mind, where you invite me to trust in you with all my heart and not lean on my own understanding, promising that you will make my path straight. I hold on to that promise now, letting it quiet the need to have everything figured out. Lord, I lift up the people I love. Some are close, some are far away, some are heavy on my heart tonight. I ask that you surround them with your peace wherever they are. Protect them, guide them, comfort them. Where they are weary, give rest. Where they are discouraged, give hope. Where they are searching, reveal yourself gently. Even as I rest, I trust that you are working in their lives too. I also bring before you those who have hurt me, whether intentionally or unknowingly. Holding on to resentment weighs my spirit down, and I do not want to carry that into this night. Help me to forgive, not by ignoring pain, but by placing justice and healing into your hands. Free my heart from bitterness. Let forgiveness become a quiet act of trust, a way of saying that I believe you are greater than any wound. As my body relaxes further, I notice how rest itself is an act of faith. To sleep is to admit that I am not in control, that the world will continue without my effort, that you are sufficient even when I am unconscious. That humility is not weakness, it is trust. And tonight, I choose trust. I choose to believe that you will sustain what matters most. God, speak peace over my memories. Some return unexpectedly at night, moments of regret, loss, or longing. When they surface, meet them with your grace. Remind me that my past is not something you avoid. It is something you have already redeemed. You are not limited by time. You step into every season of my life with healing and purpose. Let that truth calm my heart when old thoughts try to disturb my rest. I thank you for the gentle rhythm of night, for the way it invites reflection, surrender, and renewal. Thank you for creating rest as part of life, not as a reward for exhaustion, but as a gift woven into creation itself. You rested, and you invite me to rest too. Let me honor that design by receiving this night with gratitude. Lord, if there are lessons you want to teach me through silence, let me be receptive. If there are answers that must wait, give me patience. If there are things I must release, give me courage. Shape my heart while I sleep, aligning my desires with yours. Let transformation happen quietly, deeply, beyond my awareness, according to your Spirit's work. As I continue under these stars, I feel a deep sense of belonging, not just to this moment, but to you. I am part of your story, held within your eternal plan. That truth steadies me more than any certainty about tomorrow. I do not need to know everything. I only need to know you are with me. So I remain here, resting, trusting, breathing in your peace. Let this night carry me deeper into your presence. Let my sleep be gentle and restoring. And as the stars continue their silent praise, let my heart do the same, quietly, faithfully, resting in the assurance of your unfailing love. The night feels even more settled now, as though creation itself has exhaled. And in this deeper quiet, I stay with you, God, not because I am searching for something new, but because my heart has found a place to rest. There is a tenderness in this hour, a sense that nothing needs to be proven or explained. I am here, and you are here, and that is enough. Lord, I bring you my inner world, the thoughts that never fully leave me, the emotions I sometimes struggle to name. There are places in me shaped by joy and others shaped by loss, and both live side by side. Tonight I invite you into all of it. I do not hide the messiness, the contradictions, the doubts. You already know them, and still you welcome me. That alone tells me that your love is not fragile. It is strong enough to hold the truth of who I am. I think about how you speak peace, not by removing every storm, but by standing within it. Just as Jesus spoke to the wind and waves and said, "Peace, be still," in Mark 4:39, I ask you to speak those same words into the storms within me. Calm the waves of anxiety that rise without warning. Still the winds of overthinking that keep my mind awake. Let your authority bring quiet, not just around me, but inside me. God, I acknowledge how often I carry responsibility that was never meant to be mine. I try to fix what I cannot fix, carry what I cannot carry, foresee what I cannot know. Tonight, I loosen my grip. I return these burdens to you. You never asked me to be omniscient or omnipotent. You asked me to trust. And so I trust you now with outcomes, with timing, with answers that remain hidden. I ask you to tend to my heart like a careful gardener. Where the soil has grown hard from disappointment, soften it. Where hope has been trampled, restore it. Where fear has planted seeds, uproot them gently and replace them with truth. Your word tells me in Ezekiel 3:6-26 that you give a new heart and put a new spirit within us, removing hearts of stone and giving hearts of flesh. Let that promise be alive in me tonight. Let renewal happen quietly, deeply. According to your wisdom as the night stretches on, I feel a growing sense of safety, not because everything is resolved, but because I am not facing life alone. You are not merely observing my journey, you are walking it with me. Every step, every pause, every detour is known to you. Even my rest is part of the path. Help me to honor that by not rushing myself, not condemning myself for needing stillness. Lord, I pray for alignment between my faith and my actions, between my beliefs and my reactions. Let what I confess with my mouth take deeper root in my heart. Let trust become instinctive. Let hope become resilient. Let love be the language I return to, even when I am tired. Shape my character in ways that endure beyond circumstances. I lift to you the moments when I feel unseen or misunderstood. Those moments can linger, replaying themselves in the quiet. Tonight, I place them before you and ask you to replace them with the assurance that you see me fully and understand me completely. Psalm 3:4-18 reminds me that you are close to the brokenhearted and save those who are crushed in spirit. That closeness is not abstract, it is present, here, now, surrounding me as I rest. God, I ask you to guard my heart against discouragement. Discouragement is subtle. It creeps in quietly and drains strength little by little. When it tries to settle in me, remind me of your faithfulness. Remind me of how far you have already carried me. Let memory become a source of gratitude rather than regret. Let past victories fuel present trust. As my body grows heavier with rest, I feel my soul growing lighter. The exchange feels holy, my worries for your peace, my striving for your rest. This is the rhythm you invite me into, again and again. Not perfection, but dependence. Not certainty, but trust. Lord, if tomorrow brings challenges, prepare my heart tonight. If it brings joy, prepare my gratitude. If it brings waiting, prepare my patience. Whatever comes, let me walk into it grounded in the awareness of your presence. Let this night under the stars become a quiet anchor I can return to in memory. A reminder that peace is not something I must chase, but something I receive from you. I continue to rest here, breathing slowly, heart open, spirit attentive. Let your peace deepen as the night goes on. Let your presence remain tangible, steady, and gentle. And as the stars keep their watch above, keep watch over me too, holding me in calm, in trust, and in the quiet assurance of your unending love. The quiet of the night stretches on, and I remain here, Lord, beneath this canopy of stars, aware of how vast the heavens are and yet how intimately you know me. There is a stillness that cannot be manufactured, a stillness that invites me to be fully present with you. Tonight, I do not come with demands or expectations. I come with a heart open, willing to receive whatever peace you choose to give. I thank you for the gift of this moment, for the opportunity to pause, to breathe, and to be held in your presence. Life often moves so quickly that I forget to notice your hand at work. But here, in the calm of the night, I can sense it, the quiet orchestration of my days, the invisible ways you guide, protect, and provide. I remember the words of Psalm 23, 1-3. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. Tonight, I receive that restoration. I let it fill the corners of my heart where weariness has settled. Lord, I bring to you my hopes for tomorrow, not to demand outcomes, but to lay them gently in your hands. Some of these hopes feel fragile, some bold, some uncertain. Teach me to release attachment to the timing and the results. Let me trust that you are already present in every unfolding moment, shaping what is unseen with wisdom I cannot grasp. Help me to surrender the need to control and embrace the freedom of resting in your sovereignty. I pray for the parts of my heart that feel restless, the areas where doubt, fear, or uncertainty linger. You promise in Isaiah 26:3 that you will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you. Let that peace settle over me now. Steady my thoughts. Silence the endless chatter that keeps my spirit from resting. Let faith rise to meet anxiety and hope to replace fear. Even as sleep approaches, let my spirit be awake to your presence, aware that I am never alone. God, I bring before you the relationships that weigh on my heart. Some are strained, some are distant, some fill me with longing or worry. Place your hand over them. Guide my words, my thoughts, my intentions. Teach me to love well, to forgive, and to seek reconciliation where needed. Protect my heart from bitterness and guide me into acts of compassion and understanding. Let your spirit move quietly within me, shaping responses that reflect your love even in difficult circumstances. I also lift up the burdens I carry silently, responsibilities, expectations, regrets, and dreams deferred. Help me to release them into your care, recognizing that you are capable of holding more than I can imagine. Teach me to surrender fully, not as an act of defeat, but as a declaration of trust. Let the weight of your peace descend upon me, softening the tension in my mind and body and allowing rest to come naturally. Lord, tonight I ask for clarity of spirit. Illuminate the corners of my heart that I might not fully understand. Shine light into areas clouded by fear, anger, or confusion. Let your word be a lamp to guide me, your spirit a gentle teacher, and your love a steady presence. Even in sleep, let transformation occur, subtle, quiet, and lasting. As I look again at the stars, I am reminded of your majesty and your care. The heavens are vast and ordered, yet you are mindful of each of us. You know my story, my struggles, and my deepest desires. You are attentive to every detail of my life, yet you invite me to rest without fear. I place my trust in that, confident that your presence covers me, guides me, and protects me. Lord, help me to embrace this night fully, not rushing it, not resisting it, but entering it with gratitude and faith. Let each breath be a reminder of your sustaining power. Let each pause in thought be an opening to your spirit. And as I drift towards sleep, let my heart carry your peace, my mind release all worry, and my spirit dwell in the quiet assurance of your love. Tonight, under these stars, I rest in you completely. I surrender my burdens, my hopes, and my fears into your hands. I trust in your care, your timing, and your wisdom. Let this night be a sanctuary of peace, a gentle preparation for the days to come, and a deep reminder that your love is unending, unshakable, and ever-present. The night has settled into its deepest calm now, and I remain with you, God, aware that even silence has weight and meaning in your presence. There is a sacred gentleness in these hours when everything unnecessary seems to fall away. I feel less compelled to explain myself, less driven to resolve every question. Instead, I feel invited to trust, to rest in the simple truth that you are here and that you are enough. Lord, I acknowledge how often my heart carries quiet expectations, hopes I do not always voice, answers I secretly long for. Tonight, I release the pressure of expectation and choose openness instead. Speak to me in the way you know I need, not always in clarity, but sometimes in comfort, sometimes in reassurance, sometimes in the deep peace that comes without words. Teach me that your presence itself is a response, even when circumstances remain unchanged. I think about how you met Elijah not in the wind, not in the earthquake, not in the fire, but in a gentle whisper, as described in 1 Kings 19:12. That truth reshapes the way I listen tonight. I do not strain to hear something dramatic. I simply become still. I allow my soul to quiet enough to notice the subtle movements of your spirit, the calm that settles without effort, the reassurance that arrives without explanation, the sense of being known without being questioned. God, I bring you the tiredness that goes beyond my body, the kind that settles in the soul after long seasons of endurance. You see the strength it took to keep going when rest felt out of reach. You see the faith that remained even when certainty disappeared. Tonight I ask you to honor that endurance with renewal, not just temporary relief, but deep restoration. Let hope be rebuilt gently, layer by layer, without pressure or haste. I place before you the moments when I have doubted myself, when I have wondered if I am walking the right path, when comparison or fear has distorted my sense of purpose. In those moments, remind me of your promise in Jeremiah 2:9-11, that you know the plans you have for me, plans for good and not for harm, plans to give me a future and a hope. Let that promise settle into me not as a slogan, but as a living truth that shapes how I rest and how I rise. Lord, I pray for a heart that remains tender. Life can harden us slowly, almost unnoticed. Disappointment, loss, unmet expectations. They can quietly build walls where openness once lived. Tonight, I ask you to keep my heart soft, soft enough to trust again, soft enough to love deeply, soft enough to believe that goodness is still unfolding, even when I cannot see it clearly. As I lie here, I become aware of how the night holds both mystery and safety. I cannot see everything around me, yet I am not afraid. Teach me to carry that same posture into life, to accept that I will not always have full visibility, yet I can still move forward with confidence because you are guiding me. Let faith become my way of seeing when sight is limited. God, I lift up the parts of myself that feel unfinished, dreams that are still forming, healing that is still in progress, questions that remain unanswered. I resist the urge to rush you. I choose patience instead. I trust that you are faithful in the process, not only in the outcome. Let me rest tonight without measuring progress, knowing that growth continues even in stillness. I also pray for protection over my inner world. Guard my thoughts from negativity that creeps in during quiet hours. Shield my heart from unnecessary worry. Let your peace stand watch over me, steady and alert. If my mind wanders, gently lead it back to you, not with frustration, but with kindness. Teach me that returning to you is always welcome, no matter how many times it happens. Lord, I thank you for the way you meet me differently in the night. There is a vulnerability here that daylight often hides. In this vulnerability, I sense your compassion more clearly. You do not demand strength from me now. You offer rest. You do not require answers. You offer presence. And that presence is enough to quiet even the deepest unrest. As the stars continue their silent journey overhead, I let my breathing slow, my muscles relax, my thoughts soften. I allow myself to be held by the rhythm of this moment. I do not rush sleep, nor do I resist it. I trust that when it comes, it will be another gift from you, a continuation of your care rather than a break from it. Stay with me, God, as this night continues. Let your peace deepen with each passing moment. Let my heart remain open, my spirit receptive, my rest undisturbed. And when morning eventually comes, let it find me grounded in the quiet confidence that I was never alone in the dark, that you were present in every breath, every pause, every unspoken prayer beneath these stars. The night continues its gentle watch, and I remain in this sacred stillness with you, God, sensing that rest is not only something I enter, but something that enters me. There is a quiet unfolding happening within, subtle, patient, unforced. I do not need to name it or analyze it. I simply allow it. This is the kind of peace that cannot be manufactured, only received. And I receive it now with an open heart. Lord, I thank you for knowing exactly how to meet me in this moment. You do not overwhelm me with answers, nor do you leave me empty. You give what is needed, sometimes reassurance, sometimes silence, sometimes a gentle nudge toward trust. Tonight, what I need most is your closeness, the assurance that even in stillness, I am deeply connected to you. Let that awareness sink deeper than thought, deeper than emotion, settling into the core of who I am. I bring before you the passage of time itself. There are seasons in my life that feel slow, as though I am waiting without movement. There are others that rush by so quickly I barely have time to understand them. Teach me to trust you in both. Teach me that waiting is not wasted, and movement is not always progress. Your word reminds me in Ecclesiastes 3:11 that you make everything beautiful in its time. That truth comforts me tonight. I do not need to force beauty into being. I only need to trust your timing. God, I reflect on how often I seek certainty when what you offer is companionship. I want to know outcomes, but you offer presence. I want guarantees, but you offer faithfulness. Tonight, I choose to value presence over prediction. I choose to believe that walking with you, even without clarity, is safer than walking alone with all the answers. Let that choice bring rest to my spirit. As my thoughts slow, Memories surface, some gentle, some heavy. Moments of gratitude intertwine with moments of regret. I bring them all to you without sorting or editing. You already know the full story, and you are not intimidated by it. Where regret arises, meet it with grace. Where gratitude arises, deepen it. Let my past become a place of learning rather than shame, a testimony of your patience rather than my failure. Lord, I ask you to bless my inner voice. So often it echoes criticism or doubt, shaped by experiences and expectations that were never meant to define me. Tonight, retune that voice to align with your truth. Let it speak kindness. Let it speak hope. Let it remind me of who I am in you. Romans 8:1 tells me that there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. Let that freedom quiet every accusing thought that tries to disturb my rest. I become aware again of my breathing, steady, unhurried. Each inhale feels like receiving. Each exhale feels like releasing. I release the need to impress. I release the need to be understood by everyone. I release the pressure to be more than I am right now, and as I do, I feel lighter, not empty, but unburdened. This too is worship, letting go in trust. God, I pray for resilience, not the kind that hardens the heart, but the kind that keeps it open. Life will continue to bring challenges, questions, and moments of uncertainty. Prepare me not by removing difficulty, but by deepening trust. Let my roots grow downward into your faithfulness, so that when storms come, I remain grounded. Let rest tonight become strength for tomorrow. I lift up the unseen battles, the struggles that never make it into conversation, the prayers spoken only in the heart. You see them clearly. You do not minimize them. You draw near to them. Psalm 62:8 invites me to pour out my heart before you because you are a refuge. Tonight, I do exactly that. I pour out what words cannot fully carry, trusting that you understand even what I cannot articulate. As the stars continue to hold their place above, I feel a growing sense of belonging, not just to this moment, but to your care. I belong not because I am flawless, but because I am yours. That truth settles deeply, quieting the last traces of restlessness. I do not need to earn rest. I am invited into it. Lord, guard this peace as sleep draws nearer. Let it not be fragile or fleeting. Let it be steady, rooted in trust rather than circumstance. If I wake in the night, let this same peace greet me. If my mind stirs, let it return easily to you. Let the night be a continuous conversation of trust, even without words. I thank you for being a God who meets me where I am, not where I pretend to be. Thank you for patience that does not run out, for love that does not withdraw, for presence that does not fade when the world grows quiet. Under these stars, I rest in the assurance that you are holding everything together, including me. And so I remain here, heart calm, spirit open, body at rest. Let the night continue its gentle work. Let trust deepen without effort. Let peace settle without resistance. I am safe here with you, carried by grace, surrounded by quiet, and held in a love that neither sleeps nor fades. The night feels almost timeless now, as if the hours themselves have slowed in reverence. And I remain here with you, God, aware that this quiet is not empty but filled with meaning. There is a depth to this stillness that reaches beyond sound, beyond thought, and into the place where my soul rests most honestly. I do not rush to fill it. I honor it. I let it be what it is, a meeting place between my smallness and your greatness. Lord, I recognize how often I resist rest because I fear what will surface when everything else grows quiet. Yet here, beneath these stars, I am learning that nothing rises without you already being present. Every thought, every emotion, every memory that emerges does so under your care. There is no surprise to you. There is no part of me you have not already seen and loved. That truth gives me courage to remain still instead of distracted. I bring you my longing for wholeness, not just physical rest, but the kind of rest that reaches into the soul and restores unity within me. So often I feel divided, pulled in different directions by responsibility, desire, obligation, and fear. Tonight, I ask you to draw these scattered parts back together. Let my heart, my mind, and my spirit align in you. Let there be integrity within me, a quiet harmony shaped by trust rather than pressure. God, I think about how deeply I desire to live from a place of peace rather than reaction. Teach me that peace is not the absence of conflict, but the presence of you. Even when life remains complex, even when answers are incomplete, you are still enough to anchor me. Your word speaks this truth in John 14:27, where Jesus says he gives peace not as the world gives. That peace does not depend on conditions. It is steady, rooted, enduring. I receive that peace now, letting it settle where anxiety once lived. As the night continues, I become aware of how gently you work. You do not rush transformation. You do not force growth. You allow it to unfold in its proper time, often beneath the surface, unseen but intentional. Teach me to trust what I cannot yet see. Teach me to believe that even when progress feels invisible, you are still shaping something good within me. Lord, I lift up the places in my life where I feel uncertain, choices I have made, paths I have taken, opportunities I may have missed. Regret sometimes tries to convince me that I am behind or that I have failed. Tonight, I place those thoughts before you and ask you to replace them with truth. You are not limited by my mistakes. You are not hindered by detours. You are a redeemer, able to bring purpose even out of what I wish I could change. Let that truth quiet my mind and soften my self-judgment. I thank you for being a God who walks patiently with me, never rushing me beyond my capacity to grow. You know my pace. You know my limits. You know when I need challenge and when I need rest. That kind of knowing feels deeply personal, deeply kind. It tells me that I am not just another part of creation, but someone you engage with care and intention. As my body continues to relax, I sense how trust itself brings rest. Trust loosens the muscles. Trust slows the breath. Trust eases the heart. Tonight I choose trust again, not because everything makes sense, but because you are faithful. I have seen your faithfulness before, even when I did not recognize it at the time. Let memory strengthen my confidence. Let remembrance become worship. God, I also bring you the parts of me that feel fragile. There are places where I fear being hurt again, where disappointment has left me cautious. You do not shame that fragility. You honor it. You draw near to it. Hold those places gently tonight. Let them rest without needing to be strong. Let them heal without needing to explain themselves. I am aware again of the stars above, steady, ancient, constant. They have witnessed generations come and go, prayers whispered and cries lifted, hopes born and hopes fulfilled, and still they shine, reflecting your faithfulness across time. Under that same sky, I rest in the knowledge that my life too is held within your eternal care. I am not forgotten. I am not overlooked. I am known. Lord, prepare my heart for whatever lies ahead, not by giving me all the answers, but by deepening my trust in you. Let tomorrow find me rooted rather than rushed, attentive rather than anxious, open rather than guarded. Let the peace of this night linger beyond sleep, shaping how I move through the world when morning comes. If there are words you want to plant in my spirit tonight, let them take root quietly. If there is healing you want to begin, let it unfold gently. If there is nothing more to do but rest, help me to do that without guilt. Teach me that rest is not avoidance, it is obedience. It is a way of saying that I believe you are at work even when I am still. So I remain here, God, not striving, not searching, but resting. Resting in your presence. Resting in your promises. Resting in the simple, profound truth that you are with me. Let the night continue to carry this peace deeper into me. Let my sleep be sweet and untroubled, and let my heart remain anchored in you, under these stars, held in gratitude and divine peace. Tonight, under this quiet sky, I simply rest in you, Lord. Every worry, every hope, every thought I have laid before you finds its place in your care. Thank you for your presence, for your steadfast love, and for the peace that surrounds me now. As I close my eyes, let your spirit continue to guard my heart and renew my soul. Let sleep come gently, carrying with it the assurance that I am known, held, and deeply loved. May I awaken with gratitude, strength, and a renewed sense of your nearness. Tonight, beneath this vast canopy of stars, I come to you, Lord, with a heart emptied of pretense and full of trust. I lay down all that I have carried today, every burden, every worry, every hope, every longing, and place it gently into your hands. There is nothing I need to fix tonight, nothing I need to understand fully, nothing I need to achieve before I sleep. I rest in the assurance that you are already present in every detail of my life, holding me, guiding me, and loving me without condition. In this quiet hour, I am reminded that true rest is not the absence of activity, but the presence of you. You are my refuge, my sanctuary, and the source of all peace, and in you I find the strength to let go. Lord, I thank you for the gift of this day, for the lessons it brought, for the moments of joy, and even for the challenges that stretched me. I am grateful that you never leave me to navigate life alone. You have been my guide, my comfort, and my strength, often in ways I do not fully notice until I pause and reflect. Tonight, I choose to acknowledge your faithfulness, trusting that every unseen work of your hand is part of the greater good you are weaving into my life. I let gratitude rise within me, replacing any lingering tension, worry, or doubt, and I allow your peace to settle over every corner of my being. As I prepare to close my eyes, I ask you, Lord, to protect my mind and heart through the night. Guard me from restless thoughts and troubling dreams. Quiet every fear, calm every anxious anticipation, and remind me that you are my shepherd, leading me beside still waters and restoring my soul. As Psalm 23 promises, let your presence be my shield and my comfort. Let my spirit feel your nearness, even when sleep carries me into unconsciousness. Teach me to trust that even in darkness, your light surrounds me, and your love enfolds me completely. God, I lift up all the unseen parts of my life, the private struggles, the quiet desires, the whispered prayers that only you fully know. I ask you to tend to these areas with gentleness, wisdom, and care. Heal what is broken, strengthen what is weak, and give rest to the parts of me that are weary. Let every sigh, every thought, every breath of mine tonight become a song of surrender, a prayer of trust, and a reflection of gratitude. Fill my heart with your peace, a peace that surpasses understanding, guarding my soul and shaping my dreams in ways that align with your perfect will. I also pray, Lord, for a spirit of renewal through this night. Let sleep not be simply a pause, but a time of restoration for my body, mind, and soul. Let dreams carry your guidance and your encouragement. Let my spirit be nurtured by your presence, and let my heart awaken in the morning with renewed strength, clarity, and gratitude. May I rise with a deeper awareness of your love, a greater sensitivity to your guidance, and a stronger commitment to walk in your ways. Finally, Father, I rest completely in you. I release the day, the future, and every lingering worry. I trust that you are at work in my life, orchestrating all things for my good and your glory. Let this night under the stars be a sanctuary of peace, a time of deep connection with you, and a reminder that I am never alone. Guard my heart and mind, restore my spirit, and fill me with your divine peace, so that I may awaken with hope, gratitude, and joy. Lord, I ask all of this in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.